Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. How is everyone doing? Hope everyone is well. It's a lovely fall day. Yes, you can stop talking, well, or you can just keep talking. I don't care. I got to say the same things whether we keep talking or not.
Take a seat, don't take a seat.
It's a wonderful day, beautiful weather, lovely
chaos.
people. A lot of folks here this morning, a lot of new faces. That's nice to see. So it's this kind of thing that makes you want to say thank you, doesn't it? So everybody, let's say thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank you. If you can, please stand up and say thank you. Ready? 2, 3, 4. Thank you. 3, 4. Thank you. 2. One more time. Thank you. Here we go. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This wonderful, this wonderful, this wonderful day. This wonderful, this wonderful, this wonderful day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This joyful, this joyful, this joyful day. This joyful, this joyful, this joyful day. We say thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Woo! Yeah! Thank you. You may be seated. Shifting into an energy of gratitude just changes the whole experience, doesn't it? Oh, we're worried about something or, a lot of stuff going on. We just, let me just shift over here to gratitude, to what I'm grateful for. And we just relax and begin to play in that energy of joy. You ready to play in an energy of joy? Yes, yes. Well, welcome to Unity Center of Peace. I'm Reverend Victoria Loveland-Cohen, in case you're a few new faces here. And this to my left is the fabulous Oswaldo Mora, who is our service leader. We'll be doing the guided meditation and other things. We want to say hello to those of you joining us online, YouTube, Facebook. We are glad you're here. Please say hello in the chat. We feel like we are connected. All right, let's all take a nice deep breath together and bring ourselves into the present, into the here and now. And as Oswaldo lights the Divine Light candle here, we'll just take a moment and be with that sacred element of fire. Breathing that in, really connecting with our heart. And I invite you from this place to say our opening invocation, which is here on the screen. Together, there is only one presence and one power active in the universe and in my life. God, the good omnipotence. Breathe that in. Really feel this presence of good, this presence of love that is right here, available to us, ready and waiting for us to say yes to it. And today we say yes, yes, and so it is.
I surrender. I trust and I know as I surrender, I fall into the arms of love. I surrender. I trust and I know as I surrender, I fall into the arms of love. I fall into the arms of love.
Before you fall into the arms of love, please give me a minute. Don't go. Stay here just a moment. I surrender. I surrender. One of the keys is for the kingdom is surrender. Before that, we have the capacity of a spirit in us that we call allowance. So when I surrender, something happened that is not up to you. It's not up to me. It is how it works. I surrender, and allowance in the spirit fix everything. It's not that I just let go everything. No, I'm fixing everything by surrendering. So the song says, I surrender, but I want you to pay attention to that allowance. That is, any situation that you are living on right now, leave it to the allowance. There is a capacity from the spirit that is active in you right now. The only condition is you have to surrender. So now I invite you to close your eyes. Whatever is taking place in your mind as a conflict, something that you think you need, something that is a reason to be concerned, bring it. If you are concerned for somebody else, bring that connection to you. Experienced. See that situation as is. No expectations. Right now, we're not going to pray for that to change. We are just seeing it. Whatever situation it is. Relationships, financial, health. Maybe you don't know what to do with your life. The lack of guidance. Whatever it is, Maybe it's a concern for one of your kids or your couple, your business, whatever it is, just bring it. Bring it. Don't deny. See it. Don't fight it. I'm not asking you to feel it. I'm just asking you to see it as a witness. As like you were seeing on a screen. And here comes the surrendering part, where you just pay attention in what you see, releasing how you feel. Let go the feeling. That is not yours. That situation is not you to fix it. Here is where you recognize that faculty of spirit that fix everything. Allowance. Breathe. Repeat to yourself, allowance. The faculty of spirit that fix everything. Everything that is broken, twisted, dark. And you have been trying to fix by yourself. Just let go. See your situation not as yours, as a situation. The situation is not yours. It's not my situation. It's not your situation. It's the situation. That the power of allowance from spirit is fixing it. Breathe. Inhale, exhale, and flow. Flow in the silence for the next 2 minutes, experiencing the faculty of spirit, allowance, fixing that. Pay attention to your heart chakra in the center of your chest. And recognize the presence. The peace that is growing. At the moment that I surrender, the Spirit takes care. And the allowance, that is a faculty in the Spirit, fixes everything. What I have in my hands is a prayer request. We know in this very moment all these prayers have been answered in an affirmative, in a positive way. We sustain ourselves, and we are able to sustain others. Bring to your heart you can see the names of those who you share this connection, this frequency of love. Share with them. As you expand your love, love becomes infinitive, infinite love. Expand your love. Who are you expanding with? Who are you expanding to? Begin with you, with your family, with your friends, with your community. Be the love. Be the love. See this garden full of beautiful flowers, playing with the wind, hummingbirds, butterflies. See the trees, feel the wind, being one with everything. And little by little, come back, knowing that at the moment you open your eyes, you will be here and now. Surrender. Saying yes to Spirit. I say 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 yes to Spirit. What do we say to Spirit? Yes. Thank you. How was it? I love it. I love it. So we are ready to remind us where is it that we are going and what is it that we are doing. And our vision statement, look, more people is coming. Cachita, Marco, Welcome. Find a seat if you can. So, let's go. Our vision. We envision the divine light awakening in all. Our mission. We center in peace and love. We connect in our hearts with others. We celebrate our journey toward wholeness, and we empower others to experience their spiritual magnificence. And so it is.
Good morning. There is this energy, this feeling inside of me that all is well. There's nothing I can do, nothing I won't say. Such stories to tell, and I know I am free, and I believe in me, in my love, in my light, in my truth. All is well. I believe I am free, and I believe in all that I can be. Yeah, I believe in my voice and in my truth. And I will share my beauty, because I believe. Well, it doesn't take much for this world to get us thinking, worrying, or to disconnect. Oh, but there is a place you always carry within that knows the truth. 'Cause you are always where you are, and you are always worth it all. I believe in me, It's all right here inside of me.
And look, more flowers. They multiply after that beautiful song. You inspired more flowers. That was fabulous. Thank you. Thank you, Karen. All right. Yes. Okay. Good morning. Community. So good. So good. So we are beginning our series this week on the 7 gifts that give you everything, based on the book, The Abundance Project by Derek Rydall. And it's taken from just one of the chapters in the book of the same title, The 7 Gifts That Give You Everything. And it's... you know, we did a book study on this a couple years ago. A few of you participated in that. The subtitle is 40 Days to More Wealth, Health, and Happiness. Sounds good. And so I felt like this chapter was just jam-packed with so much ideas, concepts, strategies that can really transform our relationship with abundance. So I thought it would be good to just focus on each of those concepts, one a week for 7 weeks, which is about 40 days. So the book is not necessary, not required, but it's a good companion if you want to pick it up. But I will be giving you handouts that you can use as study guides, you know, on your way, and also the meditations that I do on Wednesday on the podcast. Will also help you to integrate these concepts that we talk about on Sunday. Okay, so let's dig in. All right. And so he begins this whole section with an analogy of a garden hose. You know, just a common garden hose. You know how some garden hoses are wrapped up really neatly around those garden hose wrapper-uppers that, whatever they're called, on the side of the house. And then sometimes they're sort of bunched up and thrown against the wall. But regardless, occasionally you'll turn on the spigot and the water doesn't come out the end. And it's not like you don't have the water going. You may go and, do I have it on? Yes, it's on, but it's not coming out. So what do? You inspect the hose to see where there might be kinks in the hose that are restricting the flow of water, literally squeezing off the flow, right? So the idea here is that we want to look and inspect where we might have these kinks, because if we want to increase our abundance in any area of our life, it doesn't really work to try to turn on more of the spigot, because the abundance is coming from infinite source and is flowing through us ceaselessly and abundantly at all times. So it's about finding and releasing the knots that are restricting the flow. Now, this is a very different way of thinking about things. Most of us have been taught our whole lives. We grew up thinking, you know, all of our good is outside of us and in the world, and we need to go out and get it through either, you know, hard work or manipulating things or people. And then sometimes when we learn about new thought, say where we found new thought, and we maybe use the law of attraction to pull to us, to draw to us what we think is missing, which just reinforces the false notion that we don't have it all already. So it's a very different way of thinking about it. You know, rather than drawing to us from the outside, we are opening the channels and allowing. Thank you, Oswaldo, for opening that idea of allowing. We are opening the channels and allowing the abundance that's already there to flow unimpeded. To flow unimpeded. And so these kinks in the hose, he compares the kinks in the hose to these patterns in consciousness that act to restrict the flow. And the 7 strategies that he offers helps us identify where they are and to release them all. So let's look at the 7 strategies here. Giving out, which is the principle of circulation, activating the flow. Giving away, which is clearing your physical space, the physical clutter that represents old patterns. Giving up is clearing mental space, releasing limiting beliefs. Giving in is yielding to that greater vision that wants to emerge through us, the divine idea that wants to emerge. Giving thanks is the power of gratitude, power to transform. Giving to yourself, the art of receiving. And forgiving is freeing yourself from the blocks of resentment. Okay, so today we're going to explore the first one, which is giving out, or what I like to call creating good circulation. So, the idea here is that if we want any quality to come into our lives, we must let that same quality come out of us because it comes from the infinite source. It's not outside of us. So what we're really doing is initiating the circulation by giving of ourselves, giving of our love, giving of our time, giving of our talents, giving of our resources, which we lovingly refer to as sharing our time, talent, and treasure. Right? That's what we hear talking about a lot. So let's look at some of the ways that this principle of circulation, of good circulation, plays out in nature. Because I always find nature to be the best teacher. I think the best things I've ever learned by just observing, right? And there's so many ways that we can see that just in our physical body alone, breath. So we must have an inhale and an exhale that's in equal measure. We can't keep inhaling without also exhaling. We can't keep exhaling without also inhaling. It must circulate. And we also share our breath with nature, as I've mentioned many times before, with the trees. Our exhale is the carbon dioxide that the trees need for their survival, and then they release oxygen with what we need for our survival. So it's this beautiful dance of giving and receiving that are mutually beneficial. You know, this sacred exchange. All of life depends on this sacred exchange. We can see it in flowers. You know, in order for flowers to propagate, they share their brilliant, color, right? And their fragrance. They attract, pollinators. This attracts the pollinators, like bees that come in, and then the bees receive the pollen that they use to make honey. It's this beautiful sacred exchange. And we could look at a body of water, having an inlet and an outlet of that body of water creates a healthy environment. If you don't have an outlet, it gets like stagnant. So many different examples of this principle of circulation in our body and in all of nature. So let's look at this first idea. of circulating our time, sharing our time, which is, our time is a precious commodity, right? Most of us feel like we don't have enough of it. And then sometimes we use time as a tool for postponing. We wait for the right moment. We wait to get our stuff together. We wait to be more prepared. We wait to have more money. We wait to be healthier. We wait for the right opportunity to come along, and then we'll share our time. And then, we'll show up more fully. But the author, he says in the book, what you're waiting for, you're waiting with, and it's weighing you down. Time to lose the weight. WAIT. So this principle of good circulation is really about receiving what we're willing to give. Receiving what we're willing to give. And so we open. We give. We move forward. We show up more fully. We jump in and say yes, and miraculously we find that we have more time. And our priorities become clearer, and we are enjoying life more. We're experiencing a fuller life, right? Hasn't that been your experience? Yeah. This is also true of giving of our talents. So, each of us has a unique combination of gifts and talents that really must be expressed. He talks about it in terms of everyone is pregnant with potential. And I know many of you here are have realized, are in the process of realizing your potential and expressing your gifts. And if you're someone who, again, has been waiting, waiting to get better at it, waiting to be more prepared, waiting for something, or thinking that somehow you cannot realize your gifts, somehow you cannot realize your potential, then a shift in our understanding is really needed here. A shift in our understanding. So he has this analogy of a very pregnant woman who, let's say 9 months pregnant, who might say, wait a minute. I changed my mind. I'm not ready. Really, I'm not ready. I'm going to be a horrible mom. Just give me 5 more years. Then I'll be ready to. No, it's coming. It's coming. So he says, when you feel the kick of desire and ignore this emerging impulse or put it on hold until the conditions are right, we don't nurture the developing energies. And this often leads to a more restricted condition in our life. So think about it. If you think that somehow it can't, you can't do it, or it's not gonna, or you're waiting, you're not really nurturing the gifts. You're not really making space for that greater expression that wants to emerge through you. So we want to accept it, allow it, say yes to it, and we nurture it, right? It's all about this flow of energy. So what doesn't get expressed gets depressed, and it becomes a major kink in the chain. So again, we let go, we trust, we allow, we say yes, and we give, we share. And now we have initiated the circulation, the law of circulation. We have created an opening for more good to come into our lives, really to come through us and flow unimpeded. So it's kind of a different way of thinking about this. Okay, so now we come to the third way that we can create good circulation in our lives, and that is sharing our treasure. which of course I mean money. And this idea of sharing it with the source of where we're spiritually fed, right? And Rydall talks about this in a really interesting way. He has a unique take on this. And that is that deep down, our prosperity doesn't really belong to us. That it is part of the infinite, universal abundance that is moving through us to bless our lives, yes, but also to bless the world. You know? And the same thing with our talents. When you really think about it deep down, because we're all one, because we live in community, it doesn't really belong to us, right? It belongs to the community. It's this principle that everything and everyone is an instrument of life. And that life, divine life, is using instruments to give, to share, to circulate, to create community, to create this experience of oneness and good for the whole. So let's take an analogy of a fruit-bearing tree. Let's say an apple tree. Apples are in season. It's harvest time. We were just up in Boone earlier this week in Blowing Rock, and there were vendors selling all kinds of apples. I didn't even know what some of these varieties of apples are, but they're all up and down the street. And we got some. We shared them with others because there's so many. They're beautiful. Now, what if the tree said, I'm not going to share my apples, and just clings on to them and refuses to let go? That wouldn't do very good things for the tree itself, would it? I mean, the fruit would rot on the tree, and the tree would lose its ability to produce any more fruit. And so it lets go. It releases, and it shares, and it blesses the environment around it. The animals, people, you know, even the fruit that drops when it decomposes, it nurtures the soil, which in turn nurtures the tree. And so everything in the ecosystem flourishes when the tree shares its fruit. In the same way, when we share a portion of our fruit, of our abundance, with our environment, everything flourishes. Everything in our ecosystem flourishes, including us. Including us. And so some people ask, well, what is, an appropriate amount to share? What do you mean by the portion thing? And, historically in churches, they promote this idea of tithing, which is literally 10%, that goes back to the spiritual community. Well, we have sort of transitioned away from that term and also the idea because it is restrictive and it also gets into this feeling like a duty thing. So we are calling it intentional giving. And that is the idea. We are giving intentionally. We are sharing from our heart. It's a loving intention. So rather than a set amount, a specific amount that's set, you say, oh, what does my heart feel like sharing? Right? What is my intention? And then we follow that. And it blesses everything in the environment, including you. And those who practice this regularly know that, have a direct experience of that. And so now Rydall does say, it's not about quantity, but as with all growth, it's about finding a level of giving that requires you to stretch, dig deep, and embody more of yourself and evolve. And isn't that kind of what we're about here? That's why we're here, to embody more of ourselves and evolve. And boy, all growth that I know about involves some kind of discomfort, right? So we move through it. We allow. We say yes, and we have the experience. And so I think the mic is telling me, okay, it's time for you to stop talking. Which I planned to stop talking now. And rather than me explaining this, I'd like to invite up a couple of people to share their experience of sharing time and talent. And I've asked a couple of people, I didn't remind you this morning, so I hope I didn't take you totally off guard. Roshana, would you be able to come up? I know you're busy there at the Roshana, who helps out in our AV system. Let's invite her up. Roshana.
Hello, I forgot all about this.
So,
Yeah, no, I just wanted to say I've come out a few times to clean up the labyrinth or walk on the highway, and, it's just fun. Being in the forest, and it's so much nicer to clean up somebody else's yard than your own yard, and you're talking with your friends. It's just a lovely afternoon or morning or whatever. That's all.
thank you. It's fun. Brad, would you like to come up and share? Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. So I wanted to talk a bit about the building and grounds that I've been involved with for a few years. And, unity and also quantum physics would say that, and I believe that we're connected to everything around us. So we're connected to the trees outside, we're connected to the gardens, and we're connected to this building. And, the trees will be just fine without us, but, the garden needs some love and attention always. And this building is, I think, well over 50 years old, right, Chris? So it's ish. He gives me the, yeah. So the building needs some of that TLC. And so when I got involved with the building and grounds, and some of you may be like me, where when Victoria talked about time, and my weekdays are really pretty packed, and so building and grounds is fairly weekend based. So I said, that's for me. And then the other thing that's really important as you think about getting involved with building and grounds, it needs no skills. And that might be why Victoria kind of asked me to talk about it, because it's like, there are people on building grounds that have incredible skills. I'm not one of them. Like, it's kind of, as far as kind of handyman skills, things like that, it can't fall off the basement floor kind of thing, right? So it's, but all you need is arms and legs and just a willingness to get involved, and it's fun. And on the weekends, it's, I've actually, I'm looking at some of the faces around here.
Yeah.
In the early days, I got to know people at another level for the first time when I got involved in building and grounds. That was sort of a step for me in moving from just being part of the community into deeper into the community, was just to be able to spend those Saturdays. And I think it's, Debbie, about 3-4 Saturdays a year, kind of cleanup days. I mean, it's not, and we could really use an expansion of this group. So, and you will feel that, because when you come in here every Sunday, and it's kind of one of those satisfying things to say, yeah, we did that, and it's just, and it just helps. And whatever we're able to do is what's also important. By having a good, robust building and grounds group, the board doesn't need to spend money on other types of repair, and that can go into programs instead of having to just do building and grounds. So we enable that too. So it's when you see more programs being added, building and grounds is helping enable that. So please, there's going to be, I think, a sign up later today, isn't there?
Yes, we are having a volunteer fair. Thank you, Brad. Wonderful. It really is a heart-opening experience, and building community and really getting to know people on a deep level. All right, so we have an affirmation here, and I invite you to say this with us, if we can have that up there. You can read it to yourself first. Okay, let's take a nice deep breath in through our heart center, and together. I participate in the sacred exchange of nature, joyously circulating my time, talent, and treasure, and I receive abundantly. And so it is. Now, we have a handout that will also help you sort of integrate these ideas and sort of a little work thing. And each week, I'll be giving you a new one. So take one, pass it down. And yeah, okay, thank you. Bright matter.
2/3 of bright matter. We're 2/3 bright today because we're missing Andres, but I'll mention something about that in the next round. This song works out perfectly for the message today. So I don't know how I got so lucky on this, but anyway, this is a song by the Bellamy Brothers called Let Your Love Flow. If you know the words, you do. If you don't, you can probably pick them up by the second chorus. And without further ado, we're going to go with this song. There's a reason for the sunshiny skies, and there's a reason why I'm feeling so high. Must be the season when that love light shines all around us. So let that feeling grab you deep inside and send you reeling where your love can't hide, and then go stealing through the moonlit nights with each other. Just let your love flow like a mountain stream, and let your love grow with the smallest of dreams, and let your love shine. And you know what I mean, that's the reason. So let your love fly like a bird on the wing, and let your love blind you to all living things, and let your love shine. And you'll know what I mean, that's the reason. There's a reason for the warm sweet nights, and there's a reason for the candle lights, and be the reason when the love light shines all around us. So let that wonder take you into space and lay you under. It's a loving embrace, just feel the thunder as it warms your face, you can't hold back. Sing aloud if you know. Just let your love flow like a mountain stream, and let your love grow with the smallest of dreams, and let your love show. And you'll know what I mean, that's the reason. Just let your love fly like a bird on the wing, and let your love shine to all living things, and let your love shine. And you'll know what I mean, that's the reason. It's short, let's do it one more time. Here we go. Just let your love flow like a mountain stream, and let your love grow with the smallest of dreams, and let your love show. And you know what I mean, it's the season. Just let your love shine like a bird on the wing, and let your love guide you to all living things, and let your love shine. And you'll know what I mean, that's the reason. That's the reason. And it's the season to let your love flow.
It's me again. How's everyone? Great, are you ready? Close your eyes. And by the power of imagination, I want you to imagine that you are a tree full of apples. A tree full of apples, ready to share. Get ready to share. You can open your eyes. You see, this community is very obedient. That's great. I want to keep coming. I found out today, as last time I was here, it wasn't here, the volunteer recognition. And, with Reverend Ana Quintana, we have this ministry in Spanish, Unity Comunidad de Luz. And I apply to be in a volunteer system with the penitentiary system. I never found some more value to what I am, but doing things in love. So in recognition for the volunteer recognition, we say huge thanks to Kevin Condas and his buddy Alan for cleaning out our gutters like chumps. Wow. Woo. Your hard work doesn't go unnoticed. That was great. And also big love to Laura Bulk and Joy Roscoe for jumping in last minute last Sunday to keep the Sacred Cafe running smoothly, and you saved the day. Thank you. And a special high five to Gainsteers. Where's Gain? Not here. Anyway, high five to Gainsteer for turning grounds into gold, raising $70 for the YFM fundraiser. This is awesome. Good sale. Thank you very much, beautiful community. So, when I said that, think being an apple full of trees is because now you're going to share it. I mean, oh my God. I got twisted. An apple, hold on. An apple full of trees, the seeds, brings the trees. I got it. So as you are a tree full of apples, you're going to share your apples. As Reverend Victoria says, there is a lot of type of apples, so let's see what type of apple you have to share. Whatever method you choose to do your donation, I want you to hold it in your heart. And I say it with me. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, all that I receive, and all that I am. So it is.
The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you and me is here to create magic on earth. The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you and me is here to create magic on earth. The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you and me is here to create magic on earth. The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you and me is here to create magic on earth. The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you and me is here to create magic on earth. The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you and me is here to create magic on earth. The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now.
What we have here is apples with seeds that it will bring more and more trees with more apples. So please, I ask you to raise your hands and let's bless these apples, this fruit that is Mother Nature sharing with us all the time as we share from our hearts all of these resources to keep our community running healthy and growing. And so it is. Amen. Amen. Thank you. And more sharing. Flower Angel recognition from Laura Volk. Where's Laura? Is Laura here? Hey! Hi, Laura. These flowers are dedicated to the UCP Women's Circle, a center of strength and grace in my life, with a special thanks to Irena for her loving leadership in the group. Irena? And also for the love of to Tana Hartman in her 80th birthday. Tana? Thank you, thank you, thank you. See, this beautiful community shares everything and all the time. Now we go with our Anderson.
Yes. Oh. So this is a song about going around in circles. My ex-wife said I lived in circular time. I don't know what that meant, but that's what she's telling me. Anyway, I did want to say one thing. We are missing. It would be nice to have Andres with us today, but Andres is a very busy young man, and he filled within our band on Friday, and I forget, because every Sunday he's just here and reliable. I forget. He is really good.
He's a great player.
He filled in really well. We miss him a lot, and I just wanted to give him a little props because he's working very hard right now, and I respect that a lot. So, without further ado, I hope I get this opening lick right. And if I don't, we're just going to sing it anyway.
Let us all intend that you get it right.
I got a song that ain't got no melody. I'm gonna sing it to my friends. I got a song that ain't got no melody. I'm gonna sing it to my friends. Hey, we'll go round in circles. We'll fly high like a bird up in the sky. We'll go round in circles. We'll fly high like a bird up in the sky. I got a donkey, ain't got no moral hold. 'Cause the bad guy wins every once in a while. I got a story, ain't got no moral hold. 'Cause a bad guy wins every once in a while. Hey, we'll go round in circles. We'll fly high like a bird up in the sky. We'll go round in circles. We'll fly high like a bird up in the sky. I got a dance that ain't got no steps, y'all. I'm gonna let the music move me around. I got a dance that ain't got no steps now. Gonna let the music move me around. We'll go round in circles. We'll fly high like a bird up in the sky. We'll go round in circles. We'll fly high like a bird up in the sky.
Here he goes.
We'll fly high like a bird up in the sky. We'll go round in circles. fly high like a bird up in the sky.
Chris Whitehead.
Yes. Thank you, Chris. That was great. And some wonderful dancers here I saw. They ain't got no steps, but they're good dancers. Yeah. Yeah, wonderful. Okay, there's a couple of things that we might have skipped over because we had so much to thank the volunteers and the wonderful flower people. But we did want to take a moment and welcome the people who are visiting us for the first time today. If you came in the door and you didn't receive this blue card with a brochure on the other, just raise your hand and the greeters will come by and put one of those. We've got a couple back there, Michael, one over here. Yeah, beautiful. We really appreciate you visiting us, and if you would fill out the card and return it to one of the greeters, we have a little gift for you in that. And if you are, do I have a second? Yeah. If you are a second or third time visitor and you haven't received this packet, which has more information about who we are, if you haven't, anybody has not received this, you've been coming a while, yes, there's one over here in the corner with woman with a blue sweater. Yeah, thank you. Okay, so we really look forward to getting to know you a little better with our fellowship and Sacred Cafe afterwards, which we're also having out here, a volunteer fair, which I'll get to in a second. But it's an opportunity to get to know you better, for you to get to know us. All righty, so I just want to share a few announcements with you about upcoming wonderful things. And I don't know if we're timing this. Yeah, trunk or treat. Okay, yes, trunk or treat. Yeah, that's happening. Is it next Sunday? It is next Sunday. Ooh, spooky Halloween time. So this is an opportunity for you to kind of get in the spirit of things and decorate the trunk of your car. And we're going to invite kids to kind of go from trunk to trunk and receive some treats and maybe some scares. So this is a fun thing to do, and people really get into it, and you could dress in costume, and I think we have a song that the kids are going to come and do, maybe a little Monster Mash. And so really think about how you would like to decorate your trunk and decorate yourself and come and let's just have fun, okay? All right. Samhain ceremony. Mark and Katja, would you come up and share about this?
Hi. So Samhain is a Celtic term, and it really talks about the turning from the warm time to the dark time. And whenever there's this liminal time, there's a lot of magic available. So we'll be having in the Spiral Labyrinth on October 31st, Hallows Eve proper, our Samhain ceremony. It's a time of spiritual communion, deep reflection, journeying to the bones of the earth and into memory. We'll have an altar. You can bring things that honor your ancestors, and it will be a beautiful time of fire ceremony. So that's at 7 o'clock, October 31st, done by 8:30. So if you have Halloween parties, you can go to that afterwards if you want. So we'll be out at the volunteer fair table. See us if you have any questions.
I think you said everything I needed to say. Very good.
Oh, yes. Yeah, that's perfect. Perfect. Thank you. Wonderful. Okay, Annie, come on up. I'm looking forward to your sharing about this.
Hi, so for those of you who don't know me, I'm Annie Egan, and my husband and I, Dan Sprinkles, are really blessed to feel a part of this community with its dynamic nature. So in less than a month, I'm going to be facilitating an exciting workshop, and I wanted to tell you a little bit about myself. I've been doing shamanic healing work since 1997 with humans and animals, and I've also been initiated into 2 different shamanic traditions. And we're going to be doing a workshop here at Unity So at a time when many feel disconnected from the natural world and all its wildness, this workshop will provide an opportunity to explore and deepen your connection and understanding of animals and their wisdom. At home with our dogs and cats, we can see what teachers animals can be for us. And this workshop, which is Animals as Allies, can help you discover your own spirit helpers, sometimes called power or totem animals. My colleague, Deanna Janae, will be coming in from Colorado, so we can facilitate this workshop for you. Since the beginning of time, humans have had an active relationship with the natural wild world. It might seem that animals are out of reach, but they exist and can be our helpers and guides. Each animal has specific gifts to help us see other aspects of who we are. The workshop's going to start November 13th in the afternoon, Thursday. We'll do a journeying class. And then Teresa Rico, our wonderful in-community chef, will be cooking us a great dinner. And after that, we're going to go out to the deck for a sacred fire with a sacred story that talks about the beginning, an ancient story of how our relationships with animals is supposed to look like, and human ego and greed, and how we can get back into right relationship with the natural world. Then over the next 2 days, that Friday and Saturday will be the rest of the workshop. In my prior career, I was a zoo conservationist, so I've worked with elephants and dolphins, whales, turtles, condors, wolves, and really had the honor of learning all these animals and what they can teach us. And some of those might be one of your spirit guides, and how does that wisdom and their characteristics help you navigate your life and enrich your life and understanding of who you are. So there's flyers outside if you want to know more. You can register at my email, which is AnnieEgan@iCloud.com. And thank you. I look forward to seeing some of you there. Okay.
Thank you, Annie. Wow, that sounds amazing. Amazing. Wonderful. Thank you, thank you. Okay, we've got lots of announcements today. Next, Karen, come on up.
Hi. I'm never over here. It's fun. I'll be real quick. I am like the mama elephant who has gestated for 2 years and I've given birth to this form of my work, which is an online course called The Power of Your Voice. I have a lot of history and experience with my own voice and allowing that to be liberated, to be free, to be connected. And we actually have 3 voices: your physical voice, your emotional voice, and your metaphysical or soul voice. And I talk about that in the course. It's experiential. There's 5 modules. It's the work that I do that I feel so passionately about and that I wanted to share with our community. Of course, I do live sessions and one-on-one work and all in workshops, but I wanted to share this with the community because, well, when you give birth, you kind of want to celebrate, and I want to acknowledge that it's been quite a road, but this is something that I've created out of much love and wanted to share it. So thank you.
Thank you, Karen. And I know a bit of her skills because I took a class with her, and she's helped me, to get through a whole, talk. It's really wonderful ideas and skills that I have learned from you. So thank you. Okay, and we've got the deeper dive discussion today. Gain steer, yes, you're back there. That will be in the back room on the last door on the right. And this is an opportunity to kind of, have, it's not a discussion, though, it's a sharing. Is that correct? We all have an opportunity to share what we have taken away from today. Okay, so Deeper Dive Sacred Cafe is an opportunity to, have fellowship. We're out on the back deck with our wonderful volunteer fair, and I want to talk about that volunteer fair. So this, many of you have asked me, how can I get involved? Where can I start? Or what is that ministry? What do they do there? And how can I know more about that? So this today, everybody who is leading a ministry team is going to be there at personing their table and sharing with you what is involved in the ministry, what the mission statement is, why it's there, and how you can get involved. So go around and look at the beautiful notices that have been put up there and talk with each of these leaders. And, this whole idea of sharing, of circulating the energy. We're initiating this process of circulation for us. Okay, so, Chris, did you want to come up for a second? There is one, and then we'll have, this Chris Eagle, and then Chris Whiteneck. There is one team in particular. Yeah, probably.
Chris squared. Anyways, so to give you various opportunities, and I had the privilege of putting things up. So if you're not quite sure you want to dive into a team, there's always something that needs to happen with them that can be a toe in the water, per se. Mm-hmm. And this particular one is on November 8th. We will have our next work day. Thank you, Brad, for introducing all of this. So yes, your talent, your treasure, your passion, your desire to connect and support us is wonderfully accepted. We have a sign-up sheet out there, so you can come talk to me about that. I believe that's what you wanted me to talk about.
That sounds good to me.
Okay. So then I'll hand it over to the other Chris.
All right. Chris Wynick.
I'm using my metaphysical voice. On November 9th, which is the second week in November, we're going to do the UCP choir thing again. We had Wei and Annie and Lisa and Roshana last time, and it was really good. We could use 8 more people, but we are going to do it on November 9th. I will leak the song titles next week because I haven't figured them out. I mean, because I've got them in my brain, and I just haven't been able to write them down. So anyway, November 9th, I'll make a couple more announcements. I'll be sure they're there.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. All right. I see some children behind the door, so let's sing them in.
I am the radiant life of God. I am, I am, I am.
I am the radiant life of God. I am, I am, I am. The health of God, the strength of God, vitality, energy, vim of God. I am the radiant life of God. I am, I am, I am.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Check, 1, 2, 1, 2. Hi, I'm Shannon, the YFM director. Big thanks to Melissa for volunteering today. We are looking for more volunteers, and guess what's happening today? Volunteer, yeah, thanks, yeah, all right, thanks. Thanks for picking that up. Today we talked more about the power of zeal and how to be with each other. We had them make binoculars, and then I had them sit together and look at each other through the binoculars and affirm what they liked about, what they're excited about with the other person. Like, I am excited that you all danced your hearts out at that last song. I was watching and was like, look at that congregation dancing. Amazing people. And then the challenge was, is to then use these and look in the mirror and find out what we can affirm about our own divinity. I know, right? Okay. Next week, we're going to finish the month of zeal, keeping about how to be excited about being with ourselves, our divinity, and then Halloween, the trunk or treat, which you know. Come to the volunteer table. You make your own binocular or monocular so you can see your divinity within as well.
Wonderful. Let's bless these children and the children everywhere with our UCP blessing. We love you. We bless you. We appreciate you just the way you are. And we behold the Christ in you. Mwah. All right. Stand where you are. Take a hand. We say our prayer of protection with I am statements. All right. Yep. And taking a deep breath. Together, the light of God surrounds us. I am the light of God. The love of God enfolds us. I am the love of God. The power of God watches over. God. The presence of God watches over us. I am the presence of God. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Hi, it's Reverend Victoria here. I'm at Unity Center of Peace with our house band, Bright Matter.
Hello.
Yeah, and if this video has inspired you or empowered you or opened your heart, opened your consciousness, or even just given you hope, we ask that you support what we're doing here by making a donation today, going to unitychapelhill.org or clicking the link below. And we thank you.
Thank
Thank you.